With more people eligible for a COVID vaccine, many might be wondering if workplaces aren't requiring it.
CBS 2's Jenna DeAngelis finds out if they can and asks some if they will.
With snow and COVID infection rates falling, restaurants like Cella are happy to finally set tables indoors.
Having people inside is a blessing.
The owner says another blessing is people like himself can finally get vaccinated.
Are you mandating that your workers get one?
No, I am not mandating it right now. It's actually their discretion. I am, however, promoting it. I am getting it, but they're not required to do it.
That's not the case elsewhere. Take the Vatican, for example, telling its employees if they don't get vaccinated, they risk losing their jobs unless they have a legitimate health reason.
It's a big issue right now. As the vaccines start to get rolled out, companies are starting to grapple with this notion of, number one, can we legally mandate that employees get vaccinated? And beyond that, number two, should we?
Labor and employment attorney Michael Schmidt says the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission put out guidance in December stating employers could require vaccines.
As long as they accommodate employee requests relating to medical conditions or sincerely held religious beliefs. But short of that, employers essentially can mandate vaccines provided that they are readily available.
He says he hasn't seen many employers mandating the COVID vaccine, encouraging conversations between both parties as this is still so new and feels more guidance is needed. Jenna DeAngelis, CBS 2 News.
Shalom. Call lawyer. Yahweh Bashem Shai. Double honors to the men that I learned this truth from, my teachers, starting with the apostles and elders, and all the men on down of Great Millstone. All right, and Yahweh Bashem Shai Barakatham to the hopefully elect, the sincere believers that believe in this truth. All right, and just real quick, because I'm not a part of any Great Millstone camps. All right, I'm not an official member. But nevertheless, man, Spirit is on me to, teach these, teach this word to the best of my abilities, man, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man, and nevertheless, man, like I said, because I learned and I studied under the doctrine of Great Millstone, all right, but nevertheless, man, all right, this is what's coming, later on down the line, man, later on down the road, all right. Employers requiring and even mandating that employees get this jab, all right, and it's been said before and for years, man, again, starting with the apostles and elders and all the men on down of Great Millstone, all right, because contrary to what these other Israelite camps are teaching, man, they actually advocating for their congregation to get the jab, all right, and knowing and understanding, all right, what's in those things, man, and knowing and understanding that those things, it's not going to be for your good, it's not going to be for your betterment, if that's a word, but in fact it's set up to destroy you, and this is something that because like the saying goes, man, the pressure from above, pressure from below, there's protests going on right now, and I believe it's out there in Australia. I was planning on doing a video on it. There's protests going on in Australia concerning these jabs, all right, people are waking up to the fact about these jabs, man, because all these surveys, they're coming out, all right, and it's like a third of Americans, at least a third of Americans, they're not going to be taking this jab, all right, and again, being that, like I was saying, out there in Australia, if I'm not mistaken, they got protests going on because they don't want to take these shots, man, all right, my body, my choice, because again, soon, man, this is going to be mandated, all right. Like I said before, man, in the video that I did not too long ago, all right, pretty soon, man, this is something that the UK is, they're floating the idea of just going to basically, because over there in the UK, I believe they have like the pubs and stuff like that, but to put it in modern terms, all right, basically, man, pretty soon, just being able to going to your local grocery store, man, you're gonna have to have proof that you've taken this jab. All right, because they're talking about the the immunization records and things of that nature. All right, proof that they want to see proof that you've taken this with the whole Novit Pass. Some places are floating the idea of Novit Passes. All right, because even in some venues like Ticketmaster, all right, I mean it's required that you have that you've taken the jab. So all in all, man, this is going to trickle down. Like I said, just going to the local grocery market, man. Don't be surprised, man. Later on down the road, just coming out of your house, man. Just I'm not saying I'm just saying don't be surprised if just walking out of your house, all right. They require you to have this this jab or whatever. Don't be surprised at that. Because hey, man, that's not a far-fetched idea for Esau, all right, because they're willing to do anything in their power, which that's the thing, because they have the power. All right, be that scriptures talk about how pretty much, man, Yahweh Bashim Shai gave these people the power to pretty much the Lord gave rulership over to Esau right now. So pretty much he has the power to, for the most part, all right, do whatever the hell he wants, all right, because it's in his power to do so. All right, given to him by Yahweh Bashim Shai. But nevertheless, man, this is what it's gonna trickle down to, man. All right. There was even rumors that have come out about out there in Texas, man. They had because I believe they had the FEMA or National Guard. I think it was FEMA. There was rumors about FEMA going out there, pretty much telling people, man, hey, you can pretty much, if you take this jab, man, we'll pretty much provide you with shelter and things of that nature. But if you don't want to take this jab, man, then pretty much, man, just stay with you pretty much stay where you're at, man. And that's just a rumor. I'm still looking into that, but again, that's not a far-fetched idea with Esau, man, because he's willing to do anything, all right, to get people into getting down with this whole beast system. Because if you pretty much partake in getting that jab, man, you're partaking in the image of Baal, so to say. All right, you're partaking in you're merging yourself with this beast system. All right, like I said, knowing and understanding what's in those jabs. All right, on all the information that's come out. All right, even more so, man. Because they're clipping channels, man, clipping videos. Even talking about the mob. All right, Revelations 13, 16 and 17. All right. The new code name I'm going to use for that, all right, the mob, all right, the MOB, because they completely terminated my main channel, all right, because I already had 2 strikes on it, so I wasn't really uploading deep lessons on it or anything, but they clipped the old video that I did sometime last year going into the mob, all right, and that's how Esau does, man. He plays dirty, a lot of the elder brothers they got their channels clipped for old videos that they've done years ago. That's how Esau rolls. He doesn't play fair. But nevertheless, all right, this truth is going to continue to go out anyways. But nevertheless, man, this is what it's going to trickle down to. All right, employees requiring and even mandating. All right, because like the dude said in the beginning, man, he's not necessarily mandating it yet, but he's promoting it. All right. And soon this will be a thing of mandation, all right? For the sake of what do you call it? Public health, all right? Everyone's gonna have to get this jab, man. If you don't partake in it, if you don't partake in the beast system, all right? If you don't partake in this abomination, even speaking out against it, all right, you're gonna be considered an enemy, man. All right, because anyone, like I said, anyone bringing out this truth, all right, even these what do you call them? These truth sayers, these whistleblowers or whatnot, even they're being pretty much persecuted and demonized, so on and so forth. All right, people's homes are getting raided, all right, for certain things that they're talking about and whatnot. all right, you know, going against the government and stuff like that, speaking out against these jabs and whatnot. You know, people's homes are getting raided, and that's also to come down the line. All right, persecution against the saints. All right, but that's another topic, man. You know, but nevertheless, all right, this is what to prepare for. You know, and brothers say it all the time. Elder brothers will say it all the time, man. You know, get ready to be prepared to lose your jobs. All right, be prepared to walk away from your place of employment, man. You know, because hey, man, you know, at the end of the day, we all are trusting Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I'm going to get to a few precepts. You know, kind of just going on the fly on this. What is this precept that it's in my mind? Where would this be at? I just got to look for it real quick. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't necessarily well, both of these are good. I'll go ahead and read Psalms 56 and 11. It says, "In the Most High have I put my trust. I will not be afraid what man can do unto me." Yeah, because knowing and understanding that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, all right, Yahweh being the name of who you will call God, and Yahushai being the name of who you will call Jesus, all right, the true names of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh or Yahushai, and that's very important, you know, and it's been on my spirit to you know, stress that more often in you know, in these videos or whatnot, because you know, the times that we're coming into, all right, which is what I'm going to get in our Revelations, where it talks about the hour of temptation, all right, knowing the names of Yahweh, while Yahushai, that's pretty much going to be, it's important, man, you know, I had the privilege of, you know, going out there to the camp and, you know, just being able to, you know, be out there and listen to those brothers out there in, GMS Orlando, you know, and you know, you had a Jake, man, you know, just standing by, asking questions, learning and things of that nature, you know, and before he had departed, you know, had to write the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai on a piece of paper for him, so you know he can learn it, study it, and things of that nature. Because again, you know, knowing the names of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, that's important, man. You know, and being that again, my main page got terminated. I might just, you know, start piggybacking off of some of the old lessons that I did on that page, and you know, one of those lessons, you know, just kind of touching on the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You know, I might you know, just start piggybacking on some of those old lessons. But nevertheless, man, all right, again, being that the times that we're coming into, calling on God and calling on Jesus, all right, it's not going to save you, all right, you know, learning, knowing, studying the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, all right, because these are the names that even the nations themselves, they fear, all right, the other nations, they're terrified of that name, all right, you know, because they know, man, you know, and this is why they do everything in their power to pretty much disconnect us from our power source, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, all right, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, all right, our power source is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And even in these different Israelite groups, whatnot, you know, they don't push the names. They know the names, but they don't push it. You know, you got camps talking about you can call the name of the Lord anything. You know, you can call him your plate yogurt. All right, which, you know, that's blasphemy, man. And you know, the Lord doesn't take that lightly. All right, you know, because the Lord's going to start jacking a lot of these Israelite camps up. Because again, you know, even some camps are advocating their congregation to you know, take the jab. All right. You know, but nevertheless, man, all right, those in the faith, man, the sincere believers, all right, you know, and Lord's will, I'm one of those individuals, all right, our faith, man, is going to be in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because again, you know, it's going to trickle down, like I said, man, it's going to trickle down to, you know, everything, man, just basically being a functioning member in this society, man, all right, you know, you're going to have to partake in the beast system. All right, which part of that includes taking this jab. All right, and this is why we got to put our trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man, because hey, man, a lot of us are going to lose a lot of things, including our jobs. All right, you know, because you know, You know, my wife, man, you know, slowly but surely, she's been coming around or whatnot, but, cause and she talks to a lot of her friends or whatnot, about, this topic of these jabs or whatnot, because people are seeing, people are getting jacked up or whatnot, man, and, there's a lot more people dying than what they're actually reporting on. All right. That's one thing, but like I said, I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't want them to strike this channel or whatnot, but, yeah, man, because, my wife, as well as a lot of her friends and the people that she talks to, man, they often talk about, not taking the jab or whatnot. And I just be like, man, hey, man, it's easier said than done, when they don't have, because they're not really putting the squeeze on people right now. All right, because again, that's how Esau works, man. Pressure from above, pressure from below. He's going to put the tight squeeze on everyone. All right, his life is going to get real uncomfortable for all of us. Like I keep saying, man, I often say, man, life is going to get extremely comfortable, and a lot of us are going to lose a lot of things. All right, so it's easy to say now that, hey, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to take the mob, I'm not going to partake in these things. But what are you going to do, all right, when it's actually live and, hey, man, they're dragging people out of their homes, because eventually that's what it's going to come down to, all right, dragging people out of their homes, all right, guns drawn and things of that nature, all right, that's what it's going to boil down to. So what are you going to do then? Keep the same energy, that same energy you got now, man. Hey, keep it when them troops, start kicking doors in and stuff like that. 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, when it's freezing cold, right? That's where your faith in Yahweh Shem Shai is going to have to come in, man. That's what's going to have to kick in. All right, but Psalms 56:11 again, it says, "In the Most High have I put my trust. I will not be afraid what man can do unto me." Yeah, because again, like I was saying, ultimately, all things are under control of Yahweh Shem Shai, and this is why it's uplifting, all right? Because Esau, he only has the power to do what the Lord allows him to do, all right? That's one thing when we don't fear Esau, even though the power is given unto him, all right? But again, it's just that the power was given unto him. He's not in control of anything, all right? Yahweh Shem Shai is in control of all things, and that's the power you should fear. All right, because, the scriptures talk about how, man, the Lord's not going to he's not going to put on us more than we can bear, man. He's not going to put on us more than we can handle, and we got to believe that, especially the times that we're coming into, man. All right, because it's not going to be a cakewalk. All right, because, like I said, man, a lot of people now are, they're in that spirit of, oh, I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to take the jab. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. But they, for the most part, man, a lot of these people, man, if you're not of the elect, man, you're gonna bend over backwards for this thing, man. You're gonna take it. You're gonna end up taking it. And with that being said, all right, because that might include your wife, that might include your children, all right. They being the main ones, talking about they're not gonna take the jab and stuff like that, but they might end up taking it, behind your back, without you knowing it. If you're a man of the Lord, and that's something that we're gonna have to, deal with, But I read this as well. Psalms 118:8, it says, "It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in man." All right. Yeah, because, being that a lot of people, because, like they said in that video, that clip, man, people are excited that, well, I'm not going to say excited. Well, people are excited. People are, they're starting to, feel somewhat a little bit better because, things are slowly but surely starting to open back up. All right. Society's starting to open back up. Certain things, certain restaurants and stuff like that, man. Like I said, man, I had the privilege of going out there to GMS Orlando and congregate with those brothers. Yahweh Shem Shai, Barakatham, to those brothers, all those brothers. It was downtown Orlando, man, and it was pretty it was pretty lit, man. It was pretty packed downtown, because the last time, a couple of weeks ago, when I had the privilege of going out there, it wasn't really packed or anything, but just last night, man, hey, man, it was pretty packed, man, but yeah, man, being that things are opening back up, man, and people don't want to go back in that state of shutdowns and restrictions and stuff like that. People don't want to go back to that. All right, so you best believe, man, a lot of people are going to be with taking this jab. All right, you're going to best believe, man, a lot of these employees are going to be with requiring their employees to take the jab and stuff like that. All right. You know, and basically, man, all in all, putting their trust in man. All right. Rather than Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. And that's where a lot of people are going to, you know, end up, you know, that's going to be their to their detriment, because nothing that Esau puts out there is for your good. Here it is. They're trying to do away with all the ordinances of Yahweh Shema Shai, like the Bill Gates, man. He's talking about synthetic meat. All right. And now it's starting to make more and more sense why this guy was, you know, buying up farmland and stuff like that. You know, I believe somewhere in the Midwest or whatever, wherever, somewhere in the States, he was buying up farmland. Now, more and more starting to make sense of these things. All right. Now he's talking about synthetic meat. You know, they're talking about I just saw a video they said something about cloning. I think it was ferrets, some animal. They were cloning animals. All right. You know, so here it is, man. They're trying to do away with all the ordinances of Yahweh Shema Shai to bring in their own way of doing things, man. You know, and this is why we need deliverance. All right. This is why we need this place to be destroyed. All right. You know, there's you know, controlling the food. They're trying to control the food supply and stuff like that, man. You know, but nevertheless, man, this is why, even now more so than ever, and even more so the times that we're coming into, you know, our trust needs to be at 144%, man, and Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, because, hey, man, we're coming into some very, very difficult times, man. But I'll go ahead and get this Revelation 3. All right, because slowly but surely, man, we're coming into this thing, man. Revelation 3:10, it says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation." All right, and this hour of temptation, man, a point in time where each and every one of us, all right, there's no such thing as a rapture doctrine. Each and every one of us is going to have to endure this thing. All right, each and every one of us is going to be put in a position to where we're going to have to make a choice. We're either going to accept and get down with Esau's beast system and his way of doing things, or, you know, hold on to our integrity, and it may, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, we put our trust in the Lord, man, because that's what it's going to boil down to. It's going to boil down to making a choice. All right. You know, because, you know, some people are worried about, you know, oh, well, what if they force it in me? What if they tie me down? For the most part, man, it's going to boil down to a choice, a decision that you're going to make. All right. You know, where does your loyalty side with, Esau or the Most High? So that's what it's coming down to, man. You know, you had Joe Biden talking about pretty much, man, he said something along the lines of these jabs being available. I think he said something about like by the end of July or end of fall or something like that. All right. You know, so this thing is coming, man, and it's coming head on, man. I also saw something about I think it was Google that's working on technology that can pretty much turn your body into a what does it say, man? It said Google's working on technology that can turn your body into a basically a smart device, man. You know, so hey, man, the mob, all right, Revelations 13, 16 and 17, all right, this thing is moving and it's coming head on, man. And Lord's will, it doesn't slow up. You know, Lord's will, it doesn't ease up, man. But reading on, it says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So again, contrary to this rapture doctrine, all right, each and every one of us is going to be here to deal with this, man. We're all going to put in this position to where we're going to have to make a choice. See the Yahweh Shema Shai or Esau. All right, you choose. So this is what's coming, man. You know, soon. Don't be surprised, man, if your place of employment, man, they start promoting, you know, they start talking about these jabs, promoting these jabs or whatnot, you know. You know, they because best believe, man, knowing Jake, man, hey, man, they might offer you money, all right, you know, they might offer you another stimulus check, they might offer, you know, paid time off or whatever, man, you know, for you to take this jab. You know, don't be surprised in your emails, man. You check your emails, and you know your employee, your boss or whatever, you know, says that, you know, mass email, you know, everyone to get these jabs or whatnot. Don't be surprised, man, when these things start, you know, coming to intuition, man. You know, the hour of temptation is coming, man. We're damn nearly at the door. at the door, knocking on the front door. So with that, hopefully this was edifying. Once again, I'm giving all credit and all acknowledgement to Yahweh Shem Shai. A double honors to my teachers, the men that I learned this truth from. Starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time, Lord's will, I say shalom.